So anyways, this next comedian still gets his ass snapped by wet towels in the locker room. He gets his lunch money stolen on a daily basis. And I pimped him out to the local farmer for my selfish financial gain. Let's give it up for Paul Clemente. Still waiting for a check from you, man. Someone mentioned Monopoly, or Joe mentioned Monopoly, right? Isn't it weird that Milton Bradley's the only one that can do Monopoly? That's a thinking man's joke right there. Thanks for coming out. That's all. Just thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, cool. Welcome. I'll wait till you sit down. So I think I'm a good parent. I got 2 kids. I got a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old. And I think they're good kids, despite me being their dad. I think they're good kids. They make good choices. I think they're going to grow up to be good human beings, which is all you can ever want from them. You know, happiness, them being good. And, you know, I don't really necessarily make it easy for them, but I think they're good kids. I really do. And I know a couple of you, I know Jim's a new father, correct? New father? Yeah. No? Okay. Well,
you are now.
We got the test back. Here's the envelope. Jim. Never mind, I don't know where I got that from.
My sister just had a kid.
That could be
That's
it.
not my kid.
Well, you do live in Salamanca. I don't know how they roll out there in Salamanca. But is there anyone a new parent, or just remember being a new parent? I know it's tough when you first have a kid, you don't get any sleep, you forget a lot. But when you have your first kid, remember like when you found out you were pregnant or your lady was pregnant, like it was your reason to live. They were pregnant, and you're like, okay, now this is it. This is going to solve all of my problems. I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to diet. I'm going to exercise. This kid's going to be my rocket ship to success. And I'm doing it all for him because a healthy me is the best me, and a healthy dad is a good dad. And, you know, when that kid's born, you're like, I'm going to read to you every single night. I'm going to read you the most profound books, and only you're going to eat the purest foods. I'm going to sing to you every night the sweetest lullabies. And like, how long does that last? Anyone have 2 kids? It lasts a couple months, or at least until your second kid, and it just wears off. And it's not that you don't care anymore, it's just that you're fucking tired. You are so tired. You are up all night, your kid keeps you out of your sleep schedule. They interweave themselves in every single fabric of your life, and you're just worn out. They're like these little resource black holes, and they take and take and take financially, mentally, emotionally, and even like you stop banging, so it even like, it just fucks with your brain. And I'll be honest with you guys, I have a feeling it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. And what's one of the things, like, you try and set them off on the right path. And what's one of the things you teach them? Like, one of the number one things you teach them not to lie, right? You say, lying's the worst. Don't lie. You know, you're better off telling me the truth. And then they bring you a picture that they did. And you have to tell them how good it is. Oh, man. And you gotta stay entertained when you're a dad, because it just wears you out. You know, you end up just making up stuff because you're just annoyed, you're tired. You just make up insane shit to tell your kid, only for the reason to keep yourself entertained. Like, I once told my kids, if they don't go to bed, the sun won't come up the next day. And I thought it was funny, but how much fucking pressure is that for a kid?
Yeah.
Holy shit. They're looking outside, they're trying to go to sleep, and they're responsible for every source of heat, energy, resources around the entire planet. They're responsible for it. And it's all because they want you to read Goodnight Moon again. You know, they have to balance the welfare of the planet to what they want. And then when you leave, you go turn off the light, and they're like, Dad? And I would just point out the window, like, you want that on you? Can you imagine, like, in Paris at, like, noon, and some guy outside a cafe, like, smoking and the sun not being up yet? And just looking and he'd say, like, ça la fonte, j'ai pas l'encoeur. He wouldn't speak English just because of the joke. He'd speak French, he's in Paris. But it's Paul's kid again. I used to tell them that the smoke detectors in my house were cameras. And I have no idea if they still believe it or not. I'm just going to let that one slide and see how that one pans out. And when I lived in my old neighborhood, we actually had an ice cream. I don't know if they do ice cream trucks anymore. Is anyone 2017 ice cream truck? They exist? That's cool. I'm happy they exist. It only used to be in my old neighborhood. It was a little nicer neighborhood. It was on the good part of South Main. And when the ice cream truck would ring, the kids were outside, I would pretend to listen, like, really diligently. And if they were cool, they'd get ice cream. But if they annoyed the shit out of me, I'd go, oh, hold on, guys. And I'd listen really hard. I go, nope, that's just the ambulance. They're playing music for all the sick kids. Not today. And when you have your first kid, what's one of the coolest things that they can do? Like one of the best milestones? Darts, maybe, I don't know. What's one of the coolest milestones you can have when a kid grows up? Anyone?
When they move out of the house.
Pooping in the potty is huge. But I'm talking like one of the major ones. Probably top tier. First word. That is it. First word's the best. You want to be around for the first word? Both my kids said their first word was dad, because I'm awesome. And my ex-wife at the time was too busy filling her mouth with internet dicks to spend any good time with them. I went there. If you're watching, that's for you. But the first word's cool. It's the next 1,000 that comes out of their mouth is the problem. When they get to that age and they can start forming words and sentences, they just bombard you with shit. And you can only pretend you're interested in Pokemon for so long. You just get wore out. So I used to tell my kids that they only had 100 words that their body is physically capable of producing a day. And they couldn't count to 100. But they'd come up to me and they'd go, Dad, can you believe that Vinny? And I'd start counting down on my fingers when they start talking to me. And they'd fucking panic because I told them after 100 words, they wouldn't be able to talk and their tongue would fall out of their mouths. So they'd start talking to me and I'd just start counting down on my fingers and they'd go, and just start coloring, they'd take off and just start coloring somewhere. Or sometimes when I was just really just annoyed and drunk, they'd come up to me and they'd say, Dad, how many words do I have left? And I'd say 7 less than when you started. Oh man, I do love my kids though. I do. I do a lot for them. I coach soccer. I'm involved with hockey. I was just at a viola concert yesterday. And that's just what you do. You just, there's no perfect way to parent. You just be there. And I mean, there's definitely a wrong way to parent, but there's no really right way. There's no like good formula to it. You just do whatever's comfortable and you make sure that they're cool and you provide for them, and that's just what you do as a parent. You work your ass off to give them more than what you have, and that's just what, this isn't like a whole other like spiral into like jealousy, ignorant jokes, but it's just what you do. It's just what you do, is you give your kids everything you possibly can. So, and as you're giving them the best life you possibly can, you have to keep it fun. You do. Like my daughter's 12, and she's at that age now where she just hides up in her room and Instagram, Snapchats, whatever. I don't know what the fuck she does up there. But some of you have been there. That's just what you do. You hide up there. And then one day, randomly, she comes downstairs and goes, Dad, can you take me to Starbucks? I'm like, yeah. She could have said, can you take me to my dealer's house? And I'm at a point now where I just want to spend time with her. I trip over my shoes to get her out the door. So yeah, we go to Starbucks. And she wants to get the unicorn frappuccino thing. And whatever, it's just good time. It's just nice to be out with her. She's 12, and it's weird, that dichotomy of like, when they're completely independent, like dependent on you, and you just want them to go the fuck away so you can play video games, and now it's like you give anything to spend a little bit of time with them. So we go to Starbucks, and she gets the frappuccino, and I get the caramel macchiato, which is my favorite. I don't know what the word for the size are. I think it's venti or whatever. But I get the caramel macchiato, and they ask me what your name is, and I go, Dad. And my daughter rolls her eyes. She's like, oh, did you have to? And I'm like, yeah, that's just what I do. So she picks up her drink, and we go to the corner of the Starbucks. And my drink's ready because it's a hot drink. It took a little while. And the guy goes, Dad? Dad? Is anyone here, Dad? And he starts breathing a little heavier. And he goes, Dad? He goes, I'm looking for Dad. That's it for me. Thanks.